Hey everybody, it's your boy Fox McFly, the guy with Load No Standards, coming to you here with a video on a weird interaction I found last night while trying to build a melee Amara. Now, I'm not sure if anyone else in the community has seen this interaction or has made note of it, but I'm not too familiar with the community when it comes to this. I only know really Jolt's dude, who's right now playing Borderlands 2, and K6, who I don't think I've seen make something like this. But anyway, let's get into it. So, last night I was trying to make a melee Amara, to which no avail, because it is very hard to make a Mayhem 11 Amara melee build. Strictly melee, just going back when you're thinking about Borderlands 2. I was trying to make like a Borderlands 2-esque melee Amara, and it is very hard. I don't think we have the gear yet to do that, and I really do hope Gearbox decides to add something so we can have a true melee build. Even though like we have these skill trees for melee, it's not performing as it should like it did in Borderlands 2. But anyway, let's get into it. So last night I was trying out builds, and I think I found the culprit here in the purple tree. It's a very interesting interaction. So let's just go ahead and throw together a purple tree build so I can show off the interaction. So I did 5 points into heavy rain, which is projectile speed and splash damage. We're going to go ahead and go into no mistakes in nature, which is whenever Amara inflicts a status effect on an enemy, she gains increased melee damage for a short time, which is very helpful for melee. And then movement speed when she freezes an enemy with weapon damage, which is very important. A portion of the damage is dealt back as health, very important. And this gives you the chance to reset your cooldown, which is very good. And this one I went 5 into because, to be quite honest, burn both ends. I didn't really like how it sounded. Activating action skill, increased threat. If you're playing with other people, this could be a viable skill tree option. Don't get me wrong, but for solo play, you don't worry about it. To be quite honest, maybe in the future I might come back to it. Maybe this is a good idea when I'm building my melee Amara. Maybe this actually is a good thing, but for now, I'm just gonna stick clear of it. So we're gonna go into Joyful Freedom, which is after activating your action skill, you get increased melee damage. But this is the culprit. I am 99.98% sure this is the culprit, which is kill skill Amara's melee attacks deal bonus splash damage. So we're going to go ahead and max that out. So one thing I also noticed to get this interaction is you have to have your action skill element. So I was using phase cast because my thought process with phase cast would be use phase cast, once we get further down here in the tree, we can augment it so, you can do more status effect with cryo. So, you can do cryo or you cannot do cryo. But cryo freezes enemies and then they take increased melee damage. But for now, we're just going to keep it base, shock damage, and we're not going to put any augments other than, we're going to use phase cast with no augments. And the delivery system I was using was the ×14 phase puncher. And I was using action skill and melee damage increase. So we're going to go ahead and put that back on. For the shield, I was using the Brawler Ward, a Roid shield. And for the class mod, I was using a Muse. I don't know the effectiveness on other class mods. I'm just going based off of what I was using last night. For the grenade, I was using a fish lap. Never threw a grenade. Never really threw a grenade. I did throw some because it does increase melee damage, but for the purpose of this video, we're just throwing it on there. And then for the artifact, we're just going to go ahead and use the Unleash the Dragon. Come on, put it on there. Borderlands 3 has this weird bug where it does that sometimes. So let's go ahead and let's try and recreate what I was doing last night because it was pretty crazy. So let's go ahead and go to Athenas, which is the gold mine for content creation, and we'll see how it goes. Well, I know how it goes. I'm going to show you guys how it goes. So it is absolutely bonkers how this works. So let's go ahead there. If I really wanted to, I could put on the spiritual driver and get there a little bit faster. And I know you want to be in an old western Amara, but I already did that, so I don't know why you want to go there again. But again, this is a save edit save, so I don't really know it's done. But I was using this to try and figure out what I wanted to do on my own Amara. Because, life goals. And I hope in the future, because last night I was trying to put together a good melee build for Amara. And there's not really good melee skills. Like, she has a lot of melee, but it just doesn't scale well when it comes to Mayhem 11 like it did in Borderlands 2. There's no real true depth to it. But let's see how it goes. You'll see how I'm shooting this guy. You know, it's doing typical face puncher stuff. Let's launch out our action skill, and they're dead. Now here comes the fun part. Watch this. Now that we've got that kill skill, you will see how there is a huge Nova going on. And this is bonkers because it actually does some crazy damage. Now, granted, we don't have a full skill tree built out right now, but it is still just wrecking face. Absolutely wrecking face. We're going to go and throw an action skill out again. And there we go. 2 shots. 2 shots, and it is just Novaing everything because of the action skill. And he's already dead. I didn't even know. And I guess if you wanted to, I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit further into the skill tree. If you wanted to, you could go even further. Let's max out constant regen health, bonus damage, the distance to the target. We're going to go ahead and put more into arms deal for splash damage. We're going to go into helping hands to get that damage reduction. We're going to go more into melee, and we're going to go into vigor so we can just hop around the battlefield even more faster. We're going to go into mindfulness. And let's go everywhere. Let's go crazy. And action skill damage, this doesn't really matter. We've already maxed out what we need to. Let's just go ahead and we'll go 5 and 5. Why not? And then action skill cooldown. Why not? Because if we don't get that % chance back from killing an enemy from the purple tree, this will help us out even more. And let's just, you know what? Doesn't matter for critical reload speed. Yeah, let's go 2 into reload. And now let's just see what we can really get up to. Because now it's just going to be absolutely bonkers. Like, you don't need to worry about anything. Absolutely nothing. If you want to, you can punch. There we go. More splash damage. And it is absolutely insane what this does. Now, do I wish that I could just hit, you know, the melee button and this for to happen? Yes, I absolutely do. There we go. And it is absolutely bonkers, the interaction between these things. Just that one skill tree spec, and this happens. Oh, good lord, it's raining outside. Just that one thing in this gun to have that interaction, I wish was the actual melee damage. Gearbox, if you see this, please just make this happen with regular melee. Why does it have to be on a gun for this to happen? I want to punch something and for this to happen. Let's kill this little dude so we can proc that skill tree. There we go. Wait for it. Here we go. We're gonna blast him. Reload. There we go. Doesn't stand a chance. Why can't this be the regular melee damage? Like, I don't get it. And you'll see we get our action skill back so fast, it's not even funny. And then we got Guardian Angel. We don't need to worry. There we go. I think it did reset our skill, so we do have to get a kill for this to proc again. There we go. And I'm not even worried. But it's kind of crazy how we have to use a gun for this to happen instead of just regular melee. Like in Borderlands 2, all we had to do was use regular melee or M4 or whatever it is on console. I'm not too quite sure. But yeah, this is absolutely bonkers. I don't know if this is going to work well on bosses, but for mobbing, this is a 10 out of 10. This is fun. For me, this is absolutely fun. This is what I want. I just wish I could see the fist punch people instead of the face puncher used as a gun, because this is fun, dude. Like, this is absolutely fun. This is great for mobbing, and I can't wait for on my own Amara to get this to go through and just get this up and running. That is absurd. This is awesome. This is the gameplay I wanted and I needed. I just need it for it to be a fist instead of a shotgun. You know, I want to actually use my fist, and then I'll be having fun. That's all I want. Gearbox, if you're listening, make it happen. Please, please, please. And guys, like I said, I don't know if anyone else in the community has seen this or has, you know, made a video on this, but this is what I've had. This is just a skill tree I kind of threw together. And again, I'm just using a face puncher and with these other things. I don't know if anything else would be better, but like I said, I don't know if anyone else made a video. I hope you guys like this. If you like it, please like, comment, subscribe, share it around. I'm going to post this on Reddit. Hopefully that'll get spread around, but this is a lot of fun. I don't know if anyone else has used this playstyle. I'll be tampering a little bit more with it, trying to get it more refined. But for now, I hope you like it. I love you sons of bitches. Have a good one. Goodbye.